Is it done or you follow the ding? Good afternoon once again. I am just back. This is just going to be a very short Facebook program after listening to the news from King FM. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍. Very, very short. If anybody sees my topic, is about my disappointment on lawyer Assan Martin about the land allocation issue to the family of lawyer Darboe. Badingolu konantea sotota Gambiale. Konantea asoto bata Gambiale. Wala atina Gambia nolu, we have to be very, very much calculative about 2026 election. Saisayoli yakumasle. This Assan Martin, Sister Umimbe kontona baki. Idrissa Jobate, Karajula Lombang, Mbe kontona. Assan Martin, iko lawyer Darboe, we land le diala family la. As a lawyer, yarete Assan Martin, itema ni land allocation of fund, itema understand. I'm so disappointed, and people are calling you a lawyer. People are calling Assan Martin a lawyer. Iko human right lawyer. Because you just hate Ousainou Darboe. Wala ya tinna, ika Ousainou Darboe envile. Wala ya tinna, iko Ousainou Darboe ya fang allocate land lela. Assan Martin alanga sila ala nyanga tonya fo. Almo filindo bula Gambia. Almo filindo bula. Nima understand this land allocation o kake nyami. Go and ask. Lawyer Darboe la family have every right to apply for government land allocation if they don't own a land. And this is what the act said. This is what the constitution says. Go to the Ministry of Land and then ask. Iko, this land, how can lawyer Darboe allocate the land to his family while the poor people are there without land? Is that the problem of lawyer Darboe? Where did you see that lawyer Darboe has allocated land to his family? Because our wife got a land, for our wife mangi Gambia not. Is he not entitled to apply that land? I'm so disappointed. These are lawyers. Lawyer like a Diamuteng, lawyer Assan Martin. Just because you hate Ousainou Darboe, you can't envy. Ousainou Darboe, kabrima wulu abe lawyer yala. Maybe ni wulu tafana watu maybe doyarin. Inene mala criminal yamo, ningete kizgizi. Ningete kizgizi la lawyer yabo. Modol se findi savo ge Assan Martin al nyinala. Aka nyinni ke wala nyinni. Lawyer Darboe, that man, alale fama ya seneyandi. Alale ya seneyandi. Yalo nte manke Darboe. Manka dinti. Ala biological dingo manke woti. But why should I come? Nal kalbe lawyer Darboe le toti nyala nte sonna. Pour que Gambia no filindi. We will not accept. Na ya ka mambete ya mbal support la kanne. Adama Barrow nyapita mon la kenokan. Mi ya lonko Chief Justice le ole ka stay wo kenoto. Ima wo fo mole ka foko hadu mole findita nyili bela koto. So nyinni nyimbe tara the same school of Totle. Albe anyano le bulala. Ale politiko ke with constructive politics. Ale bagwe ko bula. Lawyer Darboe is more clean than you. Han lawyer Darboe la samato wole senator Assan Martin. I'm going to investigate about you, Assan Martin. I Musa said will come purposely for you. Please, whoever knows Assan Martin, momo benyim Facebook or Jubela, please do contact me and tell me. But nibe kumo falanyala koto, let it be truth. Mokana kalaka. And I am ready. Anything I said about you, I will take the full responsibility of it. If you want, take me to court. I will investigate about you. Whether you are involved in any dubious action on your profession. This land allocation, Fender and the wife of lawyer Darboe, they have right if they don't own any other property. But as a lawyer, yarafang itela lawyer ya fang itema along. This is a simple thing. I try to find out. And yalo nako government land ka allocate nyami. Wala na government ka foko this land will be rented to you until you will be able to develop there. And then this land, nobody pays for the fee of the land. You don't buy it. You only pay paperwork. Ikawoda malijo. So, lawyer Darboe la ko hadumo fintita muntol. Did lawyer Darboe apply? For lawyer Darboe dingol, is more than 18. Fenda is capable to do her own application. And we will apply la wato mina. Lawyer Darboe was kicked out of the government. But albuka pare woto nya fala alkalbe molle filindila. Albe nafiki ale tula je. Ale hasidia bula je. Ka news ka ko safe kata King FM for King FM to read it because ya feel ko lawyer Darboe would not be able to defend himself there. But lawyer Darboe ya clearly, I could let them set a land commission. Why you don't support that as a lawyer? Tell Gambians ko it is clear we wanted to know where the truth lies. Because lawyer Darboe could let Barrow set a land commission to start investigating about he himself, lawyer Darboe. Amafuko na kumas Barrow la. I could let them investigate him. Iha sidima iko ikateka news have ha lawyer Darboe ni Barrow beta school of thought because albuka Barrow ma alman lawyer Darboe ma because alia feel ko ninga Barrow ma as a kudo keno molla because he has the power but ninga lawyer Darboe fana ma kaje ko okay it's okay nyindro national ka finti ka faniala lawyer Darboe kan you Assan Martin ite formal metelong you think people don't know you people don't know you Ngamire lota janne fang when you were supporting han Talib fang imam finti jang after few days dorong after Talib la ganyo dro finti ta koteke iko ka Talib ika KMC mantra nyinke kan you think people will vote for you ite Assan Martin ngamire go and contest muna nebo ka contest ikatu denderi molla because people will tell you who you are hani lawyer Darboe la samato wala seneyate tete. That man is as clean as alalaya dema. Among involved, imagine, Hanipi albere ba katakan to find out whether that man has done any corruption or dubious game. But I'll tell you, Njalebe fintilale anytime I left because we want a clean, decent president in that country. Because Albe alone go tapaleo le malti, ni Ousainou Darboe kita president ni nanata ay loi kendolu londi altel dolu bete keno la loyati so wala yati nalbe la firin tapale ya kuolula kamolu la mindset ka falling ni ano eta Star FM again nobody I would not allow anybody to insult you but if you come and then say something which is wrong we will debunk you plain that's clear Gambians need lawyer Darboe to salvage that country, not criminals and then corrupt people. Not criminals and corrupt people. You can see the country is just sinking. We want a decent person. We want a decent person. Lawyer Darboe doesn't issue himself a land. Lawyer Darboe, even if lawyer Darboe apply, for example, for his family, is he the minister? He was kicked out. After bringing lawyer Darboe kicked out, all the ministers and all the government, Barrow's government was insulting lawyer Darboe. How comes as a lawyer, Assan Martin, you can say this? I am so disappointed in you. Very much disappointed in you. Gambia no laftala na Gambia safe. We want him to come and save that country for us, for God's sake. We don't want this corruption. Lawyer Darboe, abe government na biribe land la minister la. Did he have a land? Because he doesn't take it. He knows that he is not qualified. But when you people could come out and then say something, afelenti be daring as a lawyer, Gambia government and in Gambia police force, in Yapita Wandi Dingo Kang Ousainou Bojang, as a lawyer, you never come out and then shed light on that. Lawyer Darboe. Ikafo moleko. If you are advocating for that nonsense, ikamim for a grand coalition, if you are advocating for those people, it is your problem. Advocate for them because I'll tell you to sound nalagos toto until we are constant. Consistency is in us. We see UDP, we want lawyer Darboe Alala de Maroto for God to make him the president of that country and then save that country from sinking. See our youths are going through the bad way. They are dying. They are suffering. You never advocate for those people. And you said you are a human rights lawyer. Look at our youths in Algeria, what is happening to them. They are sleeping on the street. They are running inside the bush without food or water. But you don't talk about those people. But instead to mislead Gambians, because King FM, you see King FM, why Nini News Sifa Keda, Alala telephone Chikabale, lawyer Darboe Fanang call to bring him so that at least he can say something. But aliena nang alien news read dorong Assan Martin ko teng ala fa go okay Assan Martin en nyina fo mbe lawyer Darboe fanan ko la nga nyini ka muna matela fo ko moto nyun ko moto ale lawyer Darboe call Assan Martin altelle alongo is misleading the country people. Lawyer Darboe doesn't allocate himself the land. Lawyer Darboe the family every right to get that land. Nt'Musa right sotole to get that land, to apply if I am qualified. But ntenga senen le ko ntemang qualify. Ntemang qualify because I have one already. I have one. So ntemang qualify and lawyer whatever. And alkamimfo ko they should give it to the poor people. Yes, let us advocate the government to build affordable house for poor people. Let them advocate for that. Because Nico, Kalandi, poor people, they cannot build it. But when government build houses and then see that the poor people, the middle class people, affordable housing felenti, mbadila walla, wolebe bete ala woluto, dan kalan kense dile talo nola, and government ka timeline le di this land allocation la to revoke nima develop no. This is what you should advocate as a human rights lawyer, but not to mislead the country people. Not to mislead the country people. Hey, lawyer Darboe doesn't give anything to us. But because of his honesty, this is why. The man is honest, he has the country at heart. The profession that you are doing as a lawyer, Assan Martin, we will come to investigate that also. Thank you, Yagu. But I believe you will watch the replay. Anyway, I just started about maybe few minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So let us be fair. And then advocate for the citizen of that country. The 95% of the population in that country are suffering in the hand of just few people. Let us fight for Barrow to go. You are fighting Barrow, you want to fight the largest opposition. How do you want change? Are you an agent for Barrow? Just to pretend. Just to pretend. Because there are some politicians, they just want to sit on the fence. They want to satisfy here and satisfy here. They are, thank you, Keba, they are so jealous about lawyer Darboe. Because Alanin Denkilo Miyalongo people sing, Atata Dauda Ale Fonsaje. Lawyer Darboe is the only person in that country, Natata Kulioto, Akela Kafotinya. Natata Sangoto, Akela Kafotinya, because of what Molu min Katakam Bunyanin Horomokan. Ale Fonsaje. People want to see him. Assan Martin Alkata Dulatole from nobody acknowledge you people. Nyinke bayala alfa la dua sotole ay banko dimul la dua soto because he stood for people. He is a lawyer like he is a lawyer like you, and then he has been fighting for people. This is why during his career he was doing most of his job to do for people was on pro bonus. That he will not demand hundreds of thousands of dollars from people just to go and then defend them. How much do you charge as a lawyer? Go and ask how much do lawyer Darboe charges. How much do lawyer Darboe charges? Mbari musombe konto na mati mbe konto na bake. Yom koto ma konto nya hamang. Madam Lee, guy mbe konto na. Why you people are so jealous about lawyer Darboe? Baro e mo la lan nyapin kanga aya sunya lafta ka tadi. Let us advocate for Baro to return the land, but you are talking about Baro and Ousainou Darboe are all from the same school of thought. Which is not true. Lawyer Darboe doesn't grab any land. Lawyer Darboe demolish every right so that all land apply. As a lawyer, you cannot even investigate the land act about that land allocation. This is a shame. It's like I am naked here because of this is from a lawyer's mouth, lawyer Assan Martin. This is the same. Anytime it at a radio, you only vomit rubbish. You think that you are helping Gambians? You cannot baffle Gambians. You know, we don't want to come for you. But as I promise you, I am going to investigate about you, who you are, how you do your job. Honestly. And anybody who knows Assan Martin, feel free to contact me. But please, let us not be like him. Let's speak truth about him. Whatever. Yes, Mati, mbe kontona. Whatever. Let us just speak truth about him. Let us not just fabricate. I do not go for that. We need to defend our good citizens of that country. The good citizens need to be defended. The good citizens need to be defended in a sense that we want a better country. Alenga sai olubula ika fintina ika afuko ibe good citizen or ridicule just for people to hear their voice. Assan Martin, you have every right to criticize, but let it be based on truth. Let it be based on truth. Let it not be a false criticism. So, for that being the case, I am just here, King FM, la news me yafo about that land allocation. Assan Martin, I will tell you, because you don't know. Because ila kibaro yemindi King FM la waya itandiloko, you don't know how this land is allocated. This land, if you are a Gambian citizen, no matter of what class, you have right to apply. If you apply for the land, ika criteria minjubeje force, you have to be a Gambian. And the near land dealer, ika foeloko, you should build within this period of time to develop it. If you do not develop it, we will take the land from you. That's why in the land allocation, they will say that this land will be rented to 𝒂𝒊𝒏 Jadama from 2024, August 14 to 2029, August 15. This is 1 year. This is 5 years. For example, if 𝒂𝒊𝒏 couldn't develop it, the government have right to revoke it and then give it to Moro Camara, if Moro can develop it. And secondly, this have to be a layout, a government layout. A government layout. Thirdly, there is also a criteria. For example, if they want along the Kairava Avenue, for example, and they want the surface to be beautiful, they can tell people that we will give you this land, but if you are to build this land, you have to build, for example, lafta mobe silo bala ye bunjango keje. So let us advocate for the poor people as ndefana mu wallet. Advocate for us that let the government build a house, affordable house for every Gambian. They know the low-income earners how much they earn. If they wanted to help every Gambian to have shelter, to have affordable house, they can build a house and then make it affordable for every citizen, but not the land. The land that we are talking about here, Barrow doesn't take a land. Barrow has already taken a property that is owned by the state. A property was built there. This is why the judges were not sleeping under the tent. They were sleeping inside a house. This house is demolished by Barrow and Mohamed Jah, because Mohamed Jah is forcing Barrow to go so that he can be the leader of NPP, so that they can make him a presidential candidate. So you have to know this. So as a lawyer, this is just to tell you how these land allocations are to be done. So even the son of president, the family of president, if they don't own a land, they have every right to get a land. They can apply it. So it depends on how the Ministry of Land is going to look into their matter and make them qualify to apply for that land, or to give them to be allocated a land. So as a lawyer, if you do not know this is just, you go and then check on the Land Act, and then you see how these government lands are allocated. This is a disgrace. As a lawyer, you said you are a lawyer, and then you went and then vomit rubbish just for King FM to say that, because you hate lawyer Darboe. La man mbe kontrona bake. Sute kamera jamani lomba. Sute lomba afanye yes or no sute. Ukase sute eta lomba follow. Kolon nita lombe kontrona bake anila wife nila dinon. So this is it. This land, everybody hani milbe tubabudu Gambianol. Allah apply, because many Gambians doesn't know that. Allah apply. If you do not own a land in Gambia, you don't have any property, you have right to apply for it. But yalong mol minulbe Ministry of Land, these are very corrupt people. From the minister down, they are very corrupt. The only thing, sign, kulo kilina bije. If you want that form, you know somebody at that ministry near bribe kodola. Mafalio kede, because bribery, it means somebody giving and the person taking, you all have committed a crime. But this is what they do. If you bribe them mostly, you will get the land. So, andung tonyalomu kukilimbe yeofo, the ministers, they're supposed not to get that land. Ye land allocation of Mindila, it is wrong. It is wrong, because most of those ministers, ibe keno sotole, ma for milma sotole. But are we? How can we prove that for those ministers they don't own a land? Because saying, if anybody is going to be in our public office, has to declare his or her assets. And this is not being done now. Adama Barrow, during the presidential election, the declaration he made, he got about more than 7 or 9 lands, properties, plus $200 million. So Adama Barrow, because of, even if he get 300 trillion, doesn't disqualify him to get a land, but because he got 7 to 9 land, properties, that makes him not to be qualified to be allocated this land. And Adama was not allocated with a land. Adama was allocated with an established property that he seized from the Gambian people forcefully, and then he want to take it. So this is as simple as that. As a lawyer, go and make your studies. I don't know which school of thought you went to. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm trying to explain something to a lawyer here by the name Assan Martin. Shame on you, Assan Martin. Lawyer Darboe is as clean as a crystal water. He worked for it. We are not fools. We are not fools. Because Alia Wele Soto King FM, Nalia La Fonko Dila, they want to talk about you. So I thank you all. Minatala Dokola, just while I'm a very short Facebook lady. I think when I'm going to find out this Assan Martin, and I will come for him. Not to attack him, but I will tell the Gambian who he is. So I thank you all. Ala baraka bake. Momo Assan Martin lo alina video ni fudandama. No problem. I would not say anything against him. He is a citizen. He has right to criticize, but the criticism has to be constructive criticism. And it has to be based on truth, not on falsehood or to mislead Gambians. We would not allow that. So Assan Martin, go back to the Ministry of Land and then find out how this land allocation is being done. So Lawyer Darboe doesn't have that power to allocate his family the land. The land was allocated to them by the Ministry of Land, and the family have every right to apply for that land. Thank you very much. Allah baraka bake ngal tentu ngal jay Amadou mbe kontrona bake. Allah baraka. I thank you all. So ku killing fanambeje. The family of Lawyer Darboe has written to the Inspector General of Police to investigate about Adama Barrow's claim that he has signed a contract with who? He knows. Adama Barrow knows that he has already signed the death of Ousainou Darboe, and then he will make sure that he will go to the burial and then see by himself that Ousainou Darboe, Alama Alaya Jamfandala, is being buried. Then that will be the time he would try to relinquish power or give up from the presidency. So Adama knows what he signed. So the family, we are thanking him. We are watching the Inspector General of Police. Conflict of interest is here. Ibitam maleko atemu mo fala leka contract ko sign. Ibitam akani mo fala leka contract ko sign. Ousainou Darboe dingol ko, they are concerned about the life of their father because Adama Barrow, he took the security from Ousainou Darboe. Do you know that, Inspector General of Police, that the state is not offering any security to Ousainou Darboe, and the president has spoken that Ousainou Darboe, he has already signed a contract to end the life of Ousainou Darboe. Allahu Akbar. Alama alay Ousainou Darboe susima ya bala. Adama ya fanke alati. Barabuto. This is it. Lafta Gambian ol fanal inform la nyina. Adama Barrow return our land. Allah baraka bagi ngal tentu ngal jay. Assan Martin, go back to your school and then learn about the land allocation anyway. Mafuko, you are not a good lawyer, but I'll find out from people that you work for. Well, but the land allocation, you have no understanding about that. So I thank you all. Allah baraka bagi.